Live. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to I Want Entertainment. We are here with the one and only Sam D, part of the Merge tribe of iSurvivor38. Before we get into a few more pointed questions for this round, just from your perspective, Merge happened, food chain, and then one of the craziest tribal councils that I've ever been a part of, witnessed on this side of the hemisphere. So just bring me back, your point of view, whatever you want to mention from Sandy's perspective.
Yeah. Um, I felt like I'm still processing it. But if we let's backtrack just slightly to I guess leading up to it, everybody it was just really, really hard to plan, knowing that this competition, as people have seen it before, will have anywhere between 4 to 6 people immune. And so that just really makes planning difficult. You know, the group that I voted with last time, that was Julia. Last time I seen before merge, Julia and Thomas and Mona Lisa, we kind of came together, and that was, I feel like, my home base for this round, with a little bit of Juan and Brandon, kind of on the side, but it didn't feel like that's where it was where my priority was. And I can touch more on that later. I gotta figure that out. But just coming into this, it just felt like my name was just out there for a while, on the OG tribes, and then on the merge tribes. I think I'd heard a whisper here and there just from about every tribe, where people were like, yeah, people are saying Sam's so good, we got to get Sam out. And I was just like, what the hell? What did I do? Yeah. And then there was also some stuff with Rachel and Marcelo, that things kind of got misconstrued and blown out of proportion. And my intent was never to be this is a storyline that you should follow, whatever, when I told Izzy about all that stuff, which she did in fact ask me about, I think. Anyways, that's the point. I think I just trusted Izzy a little bit too much and just misjudged what she might do with that information. She had come into anyways, so just, yeah, it feels irrelevant now at this point, so I don't want to harp on it too long. But in relation to this first merge tribal, that was kind of the narrative for a little while. Sam and Juan are together, and then Rachel and Maddie are together. And it wasn't until yesterday, I think, that I kind of started to maybe put together where that's coming from. But I just think everyone's literally just playing so hard, and I love it, but also I hate it. But I think I gotta love it more than I hate it. Yeah.
And walk me through tribal council, because
Yeah.
you were one of the people who unfortunately didn't win immunity. You were simply a prey animal, so you kind of had to be in the right place at the right time with the prey, or just hope that a predator was like, spare me, that
Yeah.
unfortunately didn't happen. And you find yourself as one of 6 people, I think it was, that was the option. So walk me through.
Yeah. So one of 6, with my name out there now, not knowing fully how seriously, it's definitely scary. But I feel like I felt like I had possibly done enough, at least with the people that I'm really closely working with, that worst case scenario, if I was still hearing my name out there, that if we could split, if wherever else everyone's voting, if that can get split up enough to the point where the numbers that I did have could get a majority on someone else, I felt like I had put in enough work that that might be possible. But I don't think, aside from like the from getting like one like thrown vote from Rachel, um, in the end, like the outcome just seemed like I wasn't target number one, let's say. I'm not going to say I wasn't at all because I would be silly. Um, so yeah, like it was kind of scary, but the people that I was communicating with, um, which was like almost just about everybody, the messaging was pretty clearly between Sheed and John. I think all of like the bigger targets that we had discussed were pretty much all immune. And so going into it, I thought like, okay, buying into this narrative, whatever, like if that's the thing we're going to do, then um, pretty much anybody who is immune was like kind of a part of that discussion. And then if not, that's not an option, go for like the next easier thing, which would have been like a Tim or a John or a Seed. And I say easier, not that they're any less of like a good player, but just easier in the sense of it just appeared that their social connections weren't as strong, and so that people might be like more willing to write their name down. So that's the way that like it ultimately went. Things did get a little bit weird about Sheed. I think Sheed started asking people to vote for him. There was like there's just something happening. I think Julia was really like kind of in the know as much as like they could have been about it. Because I did get a message just before the like the I think the first vote saying like I don't have like specifics, like she is being weird, but like there's like a power being played. I don't know if it's going to be like an idol, if someone's playing an idol for Sheed or what, but Julia was really just trying to ensure that there were enough numbers elsewhere, like on John. So we had a pocket of people voting there. Um, and also like so it was like more on John, and then it felt like the tide shifted to more on Sheed. And having learned like earlier in the day that John has not Fall Guys, whatever F
Fortnite.
video
I love
game.
that you can never remember it. Fortnite.
Oh, I can never remember Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite, so it's just not in my head. But anyways, so they have the Fortnite game chat. Maddie, Rachel, fucking Fortnite, and John. I think it's the three of them. I don't think Marcelo's in there because I think it's from before. But besides the point, um, it just felt like that was kind of keeping a number for that side, if we want to call it a side. Um, so we were just like, no, we're totally fine doing that. In addition to it probably being the safest bet to like split the vote up a little bit. Um, and so, yeah, we did that. And then she plays the death card, which I don't like how can you like expect like plan for that? Like it was just insane. So like essentially was like, no, we're gonna revote, except you can't vote for the person that you voted for. Um, and so I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll vote for Sheet then, because we literally didn't have time to confer and be like, and it's also something that like I don't know, you could be like the best alliance on the planet. How do you like you're not gonna like plan for that contingency. I mean, I suppose that you could, but like who's gonna think of that? I mean, I guess I will now. But anyways, so we did that. And then that vote was also a tie. Or not a tie, not also a tie. The first time it wasn't a tie, it was just the power. And then the second time, I think it was 5-5. So then we went to a third vote. Like, who even votes three times in one tribal council? Like this, like I've never seen that. I haven't seen a lot of Survivor, but that was ridiculous. Um, and yeah, so that's the vote where we didn't have a lot of time to talk, and then that happened. And then I caught two votes there. And like I think one of them came from Maddie, but also I think Thomas has been doing the most. And so whether or not it's true, it's just not going to affect how I move in this game. Like, I'm going to be cautious with Maddie either way and whatever. And I don't know where the other vote came from, but you know what? I'm not even mad about it because thank you to whoever did that. Because now I have 2 extra votes to my name because of the Fool power. Thank you. Um, Divine card, goddess, whoever, Edna, I don't know. Thank you. And yeah, so then we revote and it's another fucking tie between Sheed and John. And so, yeah, basically between Sheed and John and everybody who is immune, which is like practically everybody, it's myself, Marcelo, Julia Brown, and Mona Lisa on this fucking wheel. um, and like at that point, like I know I'm just sensitive. Like I just feel things a lot. And it could be a lot when something's already like intense to begin with. So like I always kind of mentally prepare myself going into a live night, knowing like, okay, it's gonna be a lot of emotions floating around. And just like kind of like energy sponge, I just pick up on everyone else's like franticness and my own franticness, and then I like multiplies or whatever. So like I try my best to like center myself, go in as like much of a clear mind as possible. But like it was just too much. By that time, like I'm pretty sure like half hour after everything was said and done, I just burst into tears because I was just like that was insane. That was just absolutely insane. So like the wheel lands on Julia. Julia gets rocked out. Um, I was really looking forward to like using that like knowledge is power type of card because like oh, it could have been so good. But like beyond that, Julia was just like one of my favorite people in this game, honestly. Um, I'm so grateful that like we got at least some time in the merge to like just get to know each other a little bit more. And yeah, I'm just sad they're gone. And then yeah, what happened after that tribal? Well, I had to like pack and leave. I almost missed my flight because like I was just too busy just being, I don't know, in this like post tribal council haze of like nerves and like relief, but like also sadness. And I was just like all up in my feels. And then I always know though when this happens that like the following day I'll wake up and everything will be fine because like it will be. But I just kind of gave myself the night to feel my feelings. And then looking back the next day at some of my conversations, like just texting, I'm just like, wow, I'm traumatic. Because like really, so I just laugh at myself. It's fine. Yeah.
Thank you, Sam, for your insights. I've been meaning to like get your thoughts on that. I do have a few more questions for you, but this is in regarding your next immunity challenge. The questions I'm going to ask you is 100% opinion based. No one will know these answers anytime throughout the game. So you can be as candid and as honest as you would like or not like.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just going to copy and paste this list. These are all your possible answers. And there is a question in here about, oh shit, that's not the right list. There is a question in here about the pre-jury. So obviously it's only the names of pre-jury that you can answer. Do you have any questions at all before I just start spitballing questions at you?
I'm guessing like there's like no like rules about like I need to like use everybody's name once or like
nope,
anything like that.
And you are allowed to answer yourself if you feel like you fit that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, Sam, question number one. Which castaway is probably making the most friends?
The most friends. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to bring up like my list of
I posted it in the Zoom chat, so I don't know if that
oh, the
helps.
Zoom chat. I was looking in
Yeah,
my
I apologize.
no, it's okay. Okay, perfect. The person making the most friends, I'm gonna say is that's a tough one. Maddie.
Okay. Which castaway is likely rubbing people the wrong way?
Um, oh, this is so hard. Tim, only because some of the quiet annoys people.
Okay, locking in Tim. Which castaway is in the best position to win this game so far?
You said like I can like elaborate on like my thoughts, or are you just literally just looking for an answer?
Oh no, you can elaborate. I mean, it's up to you. It's your challenge.
Okay. I curse.
Yeah. Fuck.
If these motherfuckers write down my name for this goddamn answer, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. Urgh. Brandon, because like truly, like Brandon's threat management, threat level, whatever, like fuck masterclass, because like they are so good, and like no, like nobody sees, like I don't like very few people see they're so good. So like I feel like majority probably won't even say that, but anyways, it's fine. Brandon.
Which castaway is the most easily manipulated?
Mm, dang. I'm gonna say everybody here is like so good that like I hate to say Tim again, but I like the reason I think Tim is just because Tim very much has given me and I think a few other people like the energy of like the anyone but me kind of vibe. And we'll kind of just get spooked and stuff. And so we'll just always go for like the safest bet. So like in that sense can be easily manipulated to like vote where is kind of needed based off of like, oh, but if you do this, you'll be safe. And it's usually like, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, and I guess I'll say Tim. Sorry, Tim.
Okay.
If you're not, you're writing it well.
Which castaway most likely has an idol?
Um, I think, assuming it's just the Saphiro idol left, and also actually, you know what? I think my answer is probably going to be the same either way, whether it's like the Saphiro idol or it's like a merge idol, if that is a thing. Um, I do feel like it's somewhere between Maddie and Rachel. Um, but Maddie's just been really weird about like this power thing and like has been like slightly spiraling. And so I think between the two in this very moment, I'm gonna say Maddie.
Maddie. Okay.
Yeah,
Which castaway is playing dumber than they really are?
John. I don't think they're like necessarily like outwardly playing dumber. So like it's not fully like an accurate answer to that question, but like I I feel like nobody is really like fitting that. as well as John, and so like more like under the radar, but like I think John's a thinker. And just because he's quiet does not mean like, yeah, I think John knows what's up.
Locking in, John.
Yeah.
Which castaway is most likely to get lost in the bunker?
Who is most likely to get lost? I'm gonna say, I think Mona Lisa would be most likely to get lost.
Locking in Mona
Yeah,
Lisa.
yeah.
Which castaway is in the most alliances?
Ooh, okay. Um, okay, well, I'm only currently in two, so I feel like it can't be me because that doesn't seem like a lot. Um, I feel like Marcelo's probably in on a couple of things. Marcelo usually always spreads a wide net. I know Robin's in a couple of things. And like, I'm sure Thomas has more going on. I'm gonna go with Marcelo.
Locking in Marcelo. Which castaway is the biggest survivor nerd?
Ooh, biggest survivor nerd. Oh my gosh, this is a hard one because I feel like short list is Thomas, Brandon, and John. Maybe one, but who's outwardly more the survivor nerd? I mean, I think just based off of like intro videos, even, I have to say John again here. Because John was just like, gave like big super survivor super fan vibes. Yeah, yeah, lock it in John.
Okay, perfect. Which castaway is flying most under the radar?
Ooh, most under the radar. Man, I feel okay. Like I'm like there's just so many people that I want to like also say their names just because I don't know. I don't want to like neglect anybody, but like Brandon. I like I just I don't know. Yeah.
All right, locking in Brandon. Next question. Which castaway can't help but run their mouth other than me?
I mean, I haven't been the best at keeping things in. I literally tell everybody everything. Now, if people caught on to that, I'd probably, I don't know. Um, Gotten better. Yeah, fuck it. I guess I'm like me or Maddie, but like I don't know. Like I'm gonna is this a mistake? What do other people think? Um, I'm gonna say, oh, but maybe I know Mona Lisa does. You know what? Mona Lisa. I'm going with Mona Lisa. There's been a few things of people like telling me like Thomas was like, oh, Mona Lisa told me you had a power. I was like, oh, cool. Thanks for the heads up. Mona Lisa. Yeah.
All right, lock in Mona Lisa. Next question. Which castaway gives themselves way too much credit?
Oh man, I don't nobody stands out majorly. I feel like it's like the complete opposite. Like people are trying to give like attribute credit to others and everybody's like literally like, no, but like I didn't do that. So like Ugh. Who gives himself way too much credit? Um, I d Juan?
Juan, locking it in.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Which castaway would you trust with your life?
I would trust Brandon with my life. Not in the game, but my real life, yes.
Which castaway thinks they are in charge of the game?
Thomas.
Which castaway is actually in charge of the game?
Uh, I'm gonna say Rachel.
Which castaway makes you feel the most at home?
Oh, that's so cute. Um, gonna say Brandon.
Which castaway cracks the most under the pressure of the game?
Oh gosh. Mm, who has like okay, Maddie is like cracking a little bit. Um, Mona Lisa a little bit, me a little bit or a lot bit. And Tim sometimes a little bit. So I'm gonna say who cracks the most? Tim. Don't know if other people see it, but like he just like spirals.
All
Yeah,
right,
Tim.
locking in Tim.
Yeah.
Next question. Which castaway needs to wake up and make a move?
Um, ooh, okay. Who needs to wake up and make a move? I feel like Robin is in a unique position in this like middle land of kind of foot in both sides kind of thing. So I'm gonna say Robin, wake up
Okay.
and yeah, you're on the bottom over there. Wake up. Yeah.
Which castaway needs to step up their social game?
Ugh. Sheed.
Which castaway is the which who blah, 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 having a stroke?
Blech.
Who is the most paranoid castaway?
Oh no. Um, ooh, Mona Lisa?
Okay, next question. Which castaway would rock Edna's fortune teller attire the best?
Ooh, I mean Emily, but Brandon and Juan voted her out. So next on my list would be but like I feel like me, like I would rock that. Yes, me.
Okay. Next question. Who can lie straight to your face without thinking twice?
Oh. Um, Thomas? Yeah.
Okay, Thomas. Who has wasted a great opportunity in this game?
Ooh. Um, Dang, who has wasted a good opportunity in this game? I'm gonna say this is so hard because like nobody stands out like a ton. I'm gonna say oh my gosh, I wish I could just like random.org this one. uh Tim? Like none of the literally no answer makes sense. I'm gonna say Sheed because just not being around it feels like wasted opportunity, at least from my point of view, around as much. And so Sheed.
Okay, next question. Who has the most final two deals?
Ooh. Um oh, these people, like if these people say me, I'm gonna be annoyed. Um, because they're literally all out of the game except for one. Or two, I guess. Anyways, who has the most final two deals? I don't know of anybody else with final two deals, which I mean, normally you wouldn't anyways, but like, I'm gonna say Marcelo.
All right, Marcelo, next question. Who is being the most fake for the sake of strategy?
Um, Rachel,
Who
but
would
just
you
because,
like? Oh, sorry.
no, no, I was just kidding, but just because, like, we're gonna have a truce, right? And then immediately votes for me. So, like, that's just the only reason why.
Who would you like to be stranded with on a real island?
Ooh, I would like to be stranded with Brandon. I feel like they are like literally like planning their entire life around getting onto Survivor. So like they would keep me alive.
All right, Brandon Locke. Next question. Which castaway has no shot in hell as at winning as of right now?
Ooh, I am gonna say Tim or she, but I feel like at least she probably has like some allies. But Tim, yeah, Tim. Sorry, I feel like people are just gonna shit on Tim.
All right, next
Excuse me.
question. Who is most likely to get on Real Survivor?
Ooh, John or Brandon? I say Brandon.
Okay, next question. When you hear the words flip flopper, who do you think of?
Ooh. Who has been flip-flopping? Robin has been flip-flopping.
Okay, next question. Who is the
Yeah.
most intelligent castaway?
Gonna say me.
Okay,
Yeah,
next
feels
question.
weird, but yeah.
Who is most likely to return for another season?
Ooh, um, Thomas.
Okay. Which castaway is better suited to play Gamer's Paradise?
Ooh, um, sorry, Roberto just danced across, but anyway. Okay, so who was best suited to play Gamer's Paradise? I would say me. I love Big Brother. Survivor is like the bane of my existence.
All right, next question. Which castaway do you wish never stepped foot in Milan? Hey, Roberto.
Ooh.
Big questions.
Yeah, yeah. Who do I wish never stepped foot in Milan? I'm gonna say um, I'm gonna say Rachel, just because I feel like it's been a topic of conversation like all like for way too long, and maybe that could have been avoided.
Okay, next question. What casta does Edna dislike the most?
Edna dislikes uh who hasn't gone to see Edna in this list? I feel like has everyone gone or has no Matt did Maddie go? Did Marcelo go? I don't think Marcelo or John. No, John went. Yeah, John had the hermit card. Marcelo. Yeah.
Okay. Which castaway currently holds the most Arcana Tarot cards?
Ooh, I'm gonna say Rachel, based on how many visits, because there were a lot. I don't think anyone left this con as often.
All right. Who on pre-jury should have made the merge? So you
Uh,
have Gigi, Sean, Jess, Bill, Julia G, Shemayim, Owen, Emily, Ray, Izzy, and Sam Yu.
oh man, yeah, I'm gonna say either Sam Yu or what was oh yeah, Ray, maybe Ray. Sam Yu.
Okay. Who, and the last four questions right now. Who needs to
Okay.
go back to fortune teller school and retire their org hat?
um and so I'm just picking from like the current list of people.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say oh man. Uh because I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, Sheed.
She got it. Next question. Who will be invited back for iSurvivor All Stars?
I am gonna say Brandon.
Next question. Who is best suited to join the I1 production team?
Ooh, that's a fun question. I am gonna say I would say like either myself or Maddie. And that's just because like we were like the spreadsheet people for our tribe. So I'm gonna say Maddie.
And final question. Which castaway has cemented their legacy in iSurvivor right so far?
Ooh. It's so hard because like I feel like there's so much game left to play with these people, and like there's so many like
Agreed.
cemented legacies of people who are gone.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
Usually we
there's
hold
just
this challenge a little bit later in the season, so it is actually quite early to hold touchy subjects.
yeah. Gonna say this is a tough one. Who has cemented their legacy out of this list of people? I'm just gonna dunk on Brandon again.
All right,
I
Brandon,
don't
it
know.
is. All
Yeah.
right, so will you be around 9 p.m. Eastern for the
Yes.
live? Okay, so we don't need to worry about anything else. You cannot discuss this challenge with anybody until after the challenge has been concluded. So during the strategy session before tribal is when you're allowed to discuss stuff. Do you have any questions for me, Miss Sam?
I don't think so. Um,